I want to give you a couple ways to numerically sort data in Google Sheets. If the data is all in a column, the easiest way is to select that column, maybe you select the whole thing, go to the data menu item and select sort range. Hit OK, and now it's sorted it. However, you can see the data I have here, it's in multiple columns. And so this poses a problem. Even if I select all of this, Google Sheets and any spreadsheet program tends to think you want to sort everything based on one column. So for example, I could sort this range based on column B. Let's pick a different one. Let's say I could pick column D, but it's going to keep these rows together. So in other words, even though 106 in column C is less than 121, because I'm sorting on row D, or column D, it's going to switch the entire rows. So now 106 is below 121, which is not what we want. We'd want the whole thing to be sorted. So here's one option. I'll give you another one too, a slicker one that takes a little more work on the front end, but can really save you time if you reuse this over and over again. You can click and drag, select each column and drag it over to one column, like I'm doing now. So I select the data and then put my cursor on the edge of one of those boxes until it turns into a hand, and now my data's all in column A. I can just go over here and say sort range or sort range by column A, and everything's sorted. Here's another option though. I'm going to give myself a couple more columns. And so in this first one, I'm going to call this rank, start out with 1, and then I'm going to say equals the one above it plus 1. This is just a quick way to get several of these. Let's put them all maybe in the middle. Several of these right off the bat. So I can go drag down as far as I want, and it'll add 1 each time. So now I've got column A with my ranks, and the smallest data I want to go with rank 1, the next smallest data I want to go with rank 2. So what I do is use the small function, and so I'm going to select my data as column C through column Z, and you could click and drag over that. And then this is looking for the rank. So I'm going to click over here, and that means it's going to give me the first smallest data, which is 83.5. Now I can fill this in all the way down to as many ranks as I wanted. Now, because I don't have 37 data points in here, it gives me an error once I get past 10, because I've only got 10 pieces of data. But you know, when I put in a larger data set, I do want those available. Because if I put something like this in, then 5,000. So as this gets filled out, my rank changes. So I want this to be kind of interactive. I can put any amount of data here. These will fill in just fine. If you don't like the error that you're getting there, you can always wrap the function in a if error function. We can put that around everything. Drop that down. Now those errors go away whenever it finds an error. So that's another way to rank all these data. No matter how many columns you have, you just have to make sure that if you have more than Z columns, that you adjust your formula to go past Z. And then if you have more than, I can't remember how many, 37 rows of data, 37 pieces of data, you increase your rank. So this might need some adjustment depending on how big your data set is, but for this class it's usually not going to be excessive. So this will work fine for most homework problems. Good luck.